Good morning, students. Today we will start exercise 3.3, and in this exercise we will study about the addition of integers. So before performing the addition, we must know about the properties of addition of integers. So first property is the closure property. So what is there in closure property? Suppose I am taking minus 5. This is an integer plus 8. This is also an integer. And when we will perform the addition, it will be equal to 3. So the answer is also the integer. So that means whenever we will add two integers, the result will be the integer itself. So we can say that closure property holds good for the addition of integers. Next property is commutative property. So in commutative property, if a and b are two integers, then a plus b, that will be equal to b plus a. That means that in case of integers, the sum that does not depend upon the order in which the integers are added. For example, suppose I am having 3 plus 4, it is equal to 7, and if I write 4 plus 3, then the answer will be 7 again. So that means there is no dependence on the order of the integers when we talk about the addition. Next is associative property. So in associative property, we take the sum of 3 or more integers, and we study that the sum of 3 or more integers does not depend on the way the integers are grouped. Suppose we are having 3 integers a, b and c. So if I add a plus b plus c, and if I do the ordering like this, then this sum will be equal to if I do the ordering like this. For example, suppose I take 1, 2 and 3. All these are integers. So that means 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is 1 plus 5. Answer is 6. And if I do the ordering of first two integers, then 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. That means the answer is same in both the cases. So we can say that associative property holds good in case of addition of integers. Next is identity property. So when we will add 0 to any integer, suppose I add 0 to 5. 5 is an integer. When I add 0 to this, the answer will be 5. So that means whenever the 0 is added to an integer, it will leave the integer unchanged. As you can see here, that it was 5 before addition and the result is 5 again. So we can say that 0 is the identity element for addition of integers. Next is the additive inverse. So the sum of an integer and its opposite. Suppose I take 3. 3 is an integer and its opposite is minus 3. So when we will add these both, 3 plus of minus 3, this will become, both the signs are different. So 3 minus 3, this is 0. That means the sum of the integer and its opposite, it is 0. So we can say that if we are having a and minus a, so minus a is the additive inverse of a. Like here, minus 3 is the additive inverse of 3. Now come to the exercise. First question. Add using number line. its first part, 8 plus minus 4. So this we have to add, but we have to use the number line. So first of all we will draw the number line. 0. Now this can be written as 8 plus and minus will give us minus 4. That means first of all we have to find 8. So 8 is here. Then we have to subtract 4 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where we have reached? At 4. So that means 8 plus of minus 4, that is equals to 4. So this is how we perform the sum using the number line. Let's take one more example. Sixth part, it is 1 plus minus 1. Now this can be written as 1 minus 1. So again we will draw the number line. 0. Now first of all we will go to 1. 1 is here. 1 minus 1. Then you have to come back 1. Then the answer is 0. So we can say that 1 plus of minus 1, this is equals to 0. Then after that, let's take its fourth part, that was minus 3 plus of minus 2. That means it can be written as minus 3 minus 2. Again you will draw the number line. Minus 3. So here we are having minus 3. Now you have to add minus 2 to it. So we will go to this side, because whenever we have to subtract, we go to the left side, and we have reached to minus 5. So we can say that minus 3 plus of minus 2, this is equals to minus 5. Now question number 2. Here we have to add the integers using the concept of absolute value. So I am taking its first part, minus 4632 plus 2468. We have to use the concept of absolute value to add these integers. So now we will take minus as common. So it will become 4632. Now if we have taken minus outside, that means this sign will get changed. So it will be minus 2468. But we have to use the concept of absolute value. So we will write it in the form of absolute value. So from here, after subtracting, you will get 2164. So the answer is minus 2164. This is how we use the concept of absolute value to add the integers. Take one more example. It's ninth part. 0 plus minus 435. So that means here you can write 0 minus, plus and minus will give us minus 435. But we have to use the concept of absolute value. So we will put the signs for absolute value, and this will become 0 minus 435, and the answer is minus 435. Or you can take minus as common. So here the sign will get of addition, minus will come here. So it will become minus 0 plus 435. So now 435 minus 0, this will give us 435, and minus we were having outside the bracket, so the answer is minus 435. Next, question number 3. Use associative law to add these integers. First part is 200 plus minus 33 plus minus 67. We have to add these integers using the associative property. So in associative property, we did the ordering. So here we will take these two integers in the bracket. So firstly we will solve these. It will become minus 33, plus and minus will give us minus. Now if the signs are same, the absolute values of the integers will get added. So it will become 100 with the negative sign. So here 200 plus and minus will give us minus. So the answer is 100. So this is how we use the associative property in case of addition of integers. Take one more example. Just take its fourth part. 0 plus of minus 1 plus 1 plus 932 plus minus 332. Do the ordering of the integers with same sign. So that means 0 plus 1 plus 932. We have grouped the integers with same sign, plus now the integers with negative sign. Minus 1 plus minus 332. So now it will become 0 plus 1 plus 932, it will become 933, plus minus 1 plus and minus will give us minus 332. So now 933 again, here we are having same sign, so the absolute values will get added. It will become 333 with the negative sign. So 933 plus and minus will give us minus 333. So the answer is 600. This is how we do the ordering to use the associative law in case of integers. Next, fourth question. First part. What is the sum of largest 4-digit positive integer? So largest 4-digit positive integer is 9999, and the smallest 3-digit negative integer. So smallest 3-digit negative integer will be minus 999. Now here plus and minus will give us minus. So the answer will be 9000. So in the second part again we are given largest 5-digit even integer, that will be this one, and you have to add it to the smallest 5-digit odd integer, odd negative integer. So smallest 5-digit odd negative integer, that will be this one, and you have to add these both. So this is the sum which you need to practice. That's all for the day. Thank you.